Hey beautiful people of YouTube, Bahama Raven here and welcome to this new episode. I think it's the 9th one of my Let's Play guide of Trails of Cold Steel 2. In the last episode we went through the Terra Shrine, we explored it through and through, we found a mysterious door at the end of it, and Reen experienced some weird memories. What are those? Questions for another time, we are not allowed to know yet. We also got out of there and we got to the entrance of Garrelia Fortress, and oh boy, I was dreading this part. I knew that it was gonna come. I hoped that it wouldn't, but it's happening. It is happening right now. So let me give you some context to what's gonna happen now. Beyond that gate right there is the final gauntlet of Act 1-1. And I actually prepared my party a little better. First things first, I got everyone to level 54 because I think I'm gonna need the extra power. And I also took the opportunity, like I said at the end of last episode, to recover the craft points that I wasted throughout the entire episode on everyone but Machias. More on that later. Machias is not gonna do much in this boss fight. He's probably gonna come in one turn after all the others are done, and allow me to explain why. Actually, you will come to understand when the boss fight begins. Just so you know, I am probably going to let myself get KO'd for the sake of 100% completion. You will know once we get there. But other than that, know that if you missed anything, monster, chest, or anything, this is the last chance you get to collect them, especially at the shrine. I suggest that at the very least you get all the trial chest, because having a possibility to link with the other members of Class 7, it's actually very good for the others. So, for the upcoming fight, this is the setup that I am going to use. As you can see, there really isn't much. And sorry, my commentary is a little off-put because of what's gonna happen. And I am dreading this incredibly. You'll see what I mean. You'll see. Also, pro tip, make sure to have at least a couple of battle scope for this fight. At least 1 or 2, because I don't think we're gonna be using Elliot for detecting. And with that, let us go. Entering the ruins of Garrelia Fortress will cause the main story to advance. All incomplete quests will no longer be accessible, and you will no longer be able to explore the surrounding area. For now. Let's go.
Whoa. What the hell?
Alright, I suppose this happened at the end of the first game.
It's like someone took a giant ice cream scoop to it.
Accurate.
I mean, I'd heard what had happened, but... yeah. None of that prepared me for the reality of how it looks in person.
That place you can see in the distance must be Crossbell City. But what's that blue barrier surrounding it?
Well, according to info I got from the guild, Crossbell's got some kind of new power. And we're talking big, absolute power. No one's got a clue how the damn thing works, though.
It sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Anyway, that power was what allowed them to do this to Garrelia. It's also what's putting up that barrier around the city. Thanks to that, no other country on the continent, Erebonia included, can touch them. The concept alone is so out of this world. I thought my source was just messing with me, but now...
Yeah. You can't doubt what's right before your eyes.
Please. I'm willing to bet Ouroboros is involved in whatever happened there.
Wouldn't surprise me. Whatever happened in Crossbell, it happened at about the same time the war broke out in Erebonia. So there's every chance they're behind both.
Unbelievable.
There's a lot for us to take in, and a lot of questions that need answering. But right now, I think we should focus on reuniting with the 4th Armored Division. We can think about what to do next once we've met with them.
Yeah, you're right. The proving ground is on the opposite side of the fortress, right? Then we should head farther inside and...
What was that sound?
Don't move, Machias.
Why? What the hell?
It was a new model mine. Thought so. Come out, you two! I know you're there!
Oh, you noticed.
Yeah, and quite some time ago, I'd say.
You haven't lost your touch, Fee.
Weren't those two in Heimdall during the national address?
They were. And they were with Duke Cayenne and Legram.
I knew it.
Long time no see, Fee. Yearish, I guess? Still pint-sized, but you've grown a bit taller, at least.
Her muscular strength, reflexes, and agility have also remarkably improved. There's no stopping the flow of time, I suppose.
Careful, guys. That's Zephyr's emblem on their jackets.
Wait, Zephyr?
That's the Jaeger Corps was with!
Come on, there's no need to be so on guard.
Really?
We just want to enjoy our long-awaited reunion with an old friend and comrade. How about you, Fee? Miss us?
You're the same as ever. Although, if you keep using traps to kick off reunion parties, you won't have any friends left before long.
Ah, don't be like that. That's just my way of saying hi.
That's a weird way of saying hello.
Thought it'd bring you back to the good old days when you used to play with them for practice. And I only set the one, so give me a break, okay?
Well, whatever. You look good, Leo. I'm glad.
Well, we haven't changed half as much in the span of a year as you did. Adults have a lot less room for growing, after all.
I'm already 15, you know. Where have you two been all this time? I tried to find out where you'd gone after you all disappeared, but it was like you vanished from the continent.
Who knows?
Anyway, let's let the past stay in the past, yeah? So, you up to anything fun? We're giving the Noble Alliance guys lessons on how to pilot those Soldats better these days. It ain't the most exciting gig in the world. They're not interested in learning from a couple of Jaegers, but they suck at piloting them even when they do listen, so whatever.
Well, it's funny because it's actually true. The funny thing is that even their own ally roast the soldiers of the Noble Alliance. It's kind of cute.
Oh.
These two are Jaegers, right? They sure don't seem that way.
Ever heard of the saying, don't judge a book by its cover?
Well, they're old friends of Fee's.
They might seem friendly, but don't let your guard down. Zephyr's up there together with the Red Constellation as one of the strongest cores in Zemuria. They're the real deal.
Could've fooled me.
So these are the people Fee lived with before she joined us.
Okay, I think we better wrap up the family reunion. Wish we could catch up with you a little while longer, but unfortunately, we've got a job to do, and work takes priority.
To confirm, you have no intention of withdrawing.
None. We're here with conflicting goals. That makes us enemies. And that gives us no choice but to fight with everything we've got.
I actually don't think that's a good idea.
Trust you to know how this works.
Whoa. Whoa there.
What kinds of weapons are those?
A blade rifle and a mechanized gauntlet?
All right, let's have some fun. You ready, kiddos?
Fight with everything you have. Unless you want to end up in as many pieces as this fortress.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's my reaction every goddamn time I have to face this fight.
Okay, now I can believe they're really Jaegers.
These two served as regimental commanders back in the Corps. Our odds of winning are 20% at best. Don't hold back.
I'm not sure I like those odds.
Like them or not, we have no choice but to bet on those odds. Let's give this all we got.
Well, let's get started.
Show us what you can do.
I'll handle it.
Well, I got pretty lucky on the turn order, I guess. Anyway, first of the boss fights of the end of Act 1-1 versus Xeno and Leonidas. They're both level 55, and they're actually resistance. They actually take 10% less damage from elemental arts, and they have pretty high status resistances. So, how do you approach this fight? I'm just gonna flat out say it, this is one of those unwinnable fights that video games sometimes decide to throw at you. Think of Ridley at the beginning of Super Metroid, it's essentially the same concept. What we have to do is actually get... There are two things that can be done. First off, we cannot get a game over, meaning our party must survive. However, this is essentially a battle of attrition. We actually have to survive it for 40 turns, or rather I should say 40 actions, not turns. And what's gonna happen here? There are some extra academic points that we can get if we can do one thing before the 40 actions, that being taking the HP of either Xeno or Leonidas down to 30%. How are we gonna do that? Pretty simple. We're just gonna hit him with everything we got. Between the two, it's Xeno that has the less HP, so we're gonna focus on him the most. However, we do need to be careful about a couple of things. Allow me to explain. First off, once they reach half of their health, or rather, I should be saying somewhere around 60% even, they can use their own S-crafts to hit you, and those hit like a truck. I'm not joking. So, the best things we can do is actually buff up and overdrive and S-crafts. Pretty simple, right? Yes, but no. We also need to analyze them before the 40 actions, and we actually need to have Xeno execute one action, that being summon some mines that will have to be analyzed in order to complete the monster book. So what I'm gonna do right here I'm actually swapping out Fee for Marcus. I'm gonna do it now just because. And I'm gonna use Burst Drive on both him,
Time barrier.
on both Rin and Elliot.
Break!
This way I can do two things. First off, I'm gonna use Tovol to analyze Leonidas.
Here you go.
I'd rather use the battle scope rather than Elliot's detector because I don't want to raise the unbalanced efficacy for now.
Here I go.
And then I want to start using
Alright,
Motivate
let's do this.
and Resounding
Leave
Beat.
it to me. It's my turn. Keep it up, everyone.
You ain't gonna like these.
Oh, here it is.
Take this. Imperial Fire!
Ouch!
Are you okay?
As you can see,
I appreciate it.
he hits like a truck.
I'm up.
Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna bring back
Sorry
Fee.
about this.
Will do.
Even if she doesn't have boosted attack, I really don't care for now. What I'm gonna do, however, Battle Scope the Javelins. Then I'm gonna set her Sylphie Dance immediately. I should be able to... Well, I don't need to hit them all now, as long as I can start dealing damage to Zeno and Leo.
Here I go!
Also, make sure that if a critical comes out, do not make them get it.
What's that?
It's Imperial. Sorry, Imperative, I should say.
You ain't gonna like these.
More? Really? Please stop. 2, 3.
Let's move.
Okay, I really need to bring back Tovol as fast as humanly possible, but I cannot do it right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use Motivate one more time so that V2 can get a boost. 2, 1, so that's gonna blow next turn. Okay, I'm bringing out Tovol now.
Sorry, can you handle this?
Leave it to me.
And I'm gonna use the last of the battle scope on Zeno.
Here you go.
And then I'm gonna Rebellion Storm on the next turn. So that I can take all the javelins out.
Time to stop holding back.
After that, Rin can use Azure Flame Slash immediately against our good friend Zeno.
This is gonna hurt.
I could have probably used the overdrive here. I probably made a mistake. No, I definitely made a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna target Zio.
Gather on my blade.
Zio? Did I really just say Zio instead of Xeno? Okay, they're about 60% in, so we gotta start using the S-Crafts relatively soon.
Imperial Fire!
Would you please stop that? Thank you.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna use Burst Drive one more time to anticipate everyone's turn.
Time barrier.
After that, I think I can take Marcus and bring him out of the battlefield.
I'll handle it.
As you can see, Burst Drive can actually cancel out the cost of using an S-Craft, or rather the delay from using an S-Craft. But anyway, now that we are done with the S-Crafts, at least for now, overdrive like there's no tomorrow.
Here goes! Overdrive!
Now that we're done with the damaging S-Crafts, the best things we can do are actually trying to delay them as much as humanly possible.
1, 2,
Keep in mind that we don't have a lot of time, so we actually have to move.
and done. Now,
If you get the possibility to burst them, please do it. However, just focus on one of them.
You kids aren't bad.
Okay, he got to 50%. When they talk, they're at half. I can't hit them both. That's sad.
1, 2, and go.
I'm up!
I'm a little concerned, not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna make it. And if I don't, I'm just probably gonna reset because I really want those AP.
Sorry about this!
I'll try at least.
Wait a minute.
Arcus activate! Try this!
Maybe a long shot, but what if it works?
Here's a performance especially for you!
It's never gonna deal 10,000 damage, but one can try.
7th Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience.
Not even 5,000, damn it.
Let's move.
What?
I'll handle it.
Okay, I can't even move, that's bad. Okay, Fee out.
Leave it to me!
Wait, there is one thing that I can do. I really didn't want to use it yet, but... Actually, Marcus is the closest one.
I appreciate it.
This should finish it. Here's hoping, though, that I did it in 40 actions. I don't think so, anyway.
You're finished!
Yes, I did it! Whew, that was tense. If I didn't use that Zerum powder, I probably would have lost the chance of getting the 3 extra AP, but thank goodness it didn't go as bad. But considering that Zerum powder came from the 3 free trial items that I got back in episode, what was it, 2 or 3, I don't remember. So it was legit to use.
They're monsters!
They're still holding back, too.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Not bad. For being only students, you show great potential. Your academy training seems to have paid off. It's not easy to keep up with Fee.
You think they can handle us if we kicked it up a notch? I'm game if you are, Leo. Who else is up for round 2?
Should have known they weren't even trying.
That 20% is looking more like 0 right now.
You're not seriously thinking of using that, huh?
What do you all think you're doing?
Wait, what?
Soldats?
The one at the front is like the Soldat Scarlet was piloting near Trista.
Ah, memories. The enemies from the end of the last game.
What are they doing coming from the by-road?
I get it now. The attack from the Transcontinental Railroad was just a diversion. They were intending to launch a surprise attack from the flank all along.
What are civilians doing here?
Or Zephyr for that matter. First you disappear when you're supposed to be taking part in our operation, and then you wind up here? Be gone! You're in our way!
Wow, that's the way to talk to someone that is actually stronger than you? You seriously have no respect.
Round 2's gonna have to wait, I guess. Bummer. I was hoping to get a chance to try my luck against that famous knight, too. I had some traps specially made for it and everything.
You'll get your chance eventually. We should stand down for now and watch from above.
What should we do? We don't have to worry about Zeno and Leo now, but we're not out of danger yet.
After how much trouble it was to defeat one soldat back near Trista, not out of danger is an understatement.
Yeah, and it was one of those against all of Class 7.
Well, we're not exactly alone this time, are we?
Stand back, everyone.
Are you?
Wait, you're gonna call Valimar?
Yep. This is gonna be fun.
It's the only choice we have. Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Acknowledged.
What's that sound?
It's coming from the sky over there. Is it an Imperial Army airship?
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a flying giant robot. Oh, please, no, don't try to stop it. Seriously, are you even soldiers? How are you soldiers? Ugh.
What in the world?
Is that the thing they mentioned in the report?
And you didn't shoot it down? Boy, you must be really stupid.
What the? An ash-colored knight?
Why is it here? You can't be!
He really came.
Whoa, this is amazing!
Sorry for leaving this to you, Reen. We're counting on you.
Right.
Meddling brats! Go forth, my proud Drakens! Finish it off while we still can! It's no threat when it doesn't even have a weapon!
You think so, huh? Well then, allow me to prove you wrong.
Yes, sir!
Okay. I shouldn't need to worry about fighting on borrowed time like before.
We're up against an awful lot of them, though.
Well, there are like 4 of them at best. It's not an awful lot. It's a handful.
If only we had some kind of weapon.
Well, do you really think we're unarmed? I actually think I see a weapon that I can use. Wink, wink.
Oh, that won't be an issue. There are plenty of potential weapons right there in front of us.
Clever. If that's what you have in mind, we'd best concentrate our attacks on one of them and snatch it away as quickly as possible.
That's the plan. Valimar, here we go!
Acknowledged.
All right, you ready?
You bet I am. Okay, so we actually have to fight 2 Draken sword units. Now, the fact that we're 2-on-1 doesn't really change the fact that we have the upper hand in this fight. The way it's gonna go is relatively simple. This is gonna be a two-phase fight, where the first fight will end when one of the two Drakens right here will be taken down. So like Celine said, we should be focusing on one of them and take care of the other later. So they have the same weaknesses, and allow me to show them. They have two stances, the idle stance, the one that they have now, and the attack stance when they're charging an attack. During the idle stance, the weakness is the body. Also get the tutorial on how to change targets. Basically, press L1 and R1 to change the target. Otherwise, you're just gonna move. I'm pressing the left and right directional arrows. And I'm just moving on the body parts. If I press L1 or R1, I just move between the two. So like I said, body, and I choose you. During the attack stance, instead, the weakness is the head. Also, you may have noticed, compared to episode 3, that our HP as Valimar have increased. And that's actually very simple. Valimar's HP grow naturally as Reen level up. So you don't have to worry about being short on HP against stronger enemies later down the line. Valimar will become stronger as Reen grows stronger. Now we can use the finisher move. Don't be shy about using it. Using it will actually make this first phase of the fight go by much faster. Also remember that for now we do not have a reliable way of healing ourselves, so the faster we take this guy down, the better. You can also use Morning Moon to evade encounter in case you need it, but I'm not gonna do it for this phase of the fight. See if I need it for the next one. I think the craft points go from phase 1 to 2, so I won't be needing to worry too much about it. Also, I don't need to use the finisher here. One Draken down.
It's down!
Now! Destructive impact!
Nicely done, Reen.
I'm just glad that it worked.
This is where the real battle begins.
Yeah! That's our Reen!
That was quite an impressive plan.
Oh?
Huh?
Are your Arcuses resonating with one another?
Go ahead and show me what you can do!
Okay, so craft points do not carry over from phase 1 to 2. Whoops! Okay, so now we get a new tutorial and a new addition to Divine Knight battles. X-Art and Partners. The rest of Class 7, instructors here included, can influence Divine Knight battles by acting as secondary contractors. Basically, you get a secondary turn by using other members of Class 7 that you can swap at your leisure depending on the party members that you have on you. This will not be an issue from Act 2 onwards because I think we can probably use all the members of Class 7 at once during Divine Knight fights. I think, anyway, I don't remember actually, it's been a while since I played this game. The character that's closest to Reen, the one with the highest link value, will be chosen as the default battle partner. In this case is Fee, and I actually like that. Honestly, between the three, Fee is the best one that we can use right now. X-Arts vary by character. X-Arts basically are, and you'll see when Fee's turn will come later. X-Arts, there are two types of X-Arts that each character can bring, and I'll show you later, but for now let's take care of the Sword Draken first. Getting a sword increases our attack power as well as giving us more crafts as Valimar. We can change partners at leisure with the R1 plus up and down buttons.
My turn.
So as you can see, we can swap at our leisure, it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, every character has 3 different EX arts. I'll tell you about them as we go. First, with Fee, we get Sonic Burst, which is a speed buff by 25%. And Gale Raid, which is an elemental damage deal. Basically, every character has a unique EX art that can give to Valimar, as well as an elemental attack. The elemental attack mostly depends on the affinities of the character. In the case of Fee, they gave her the wind affinity, where something like time would have been better, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. So for now, I'm just gonna use Sonic Burst, because this will give Valimar more actions. You're not on a timer like in the fight with Xeno and Leo, but always better than nothing. Also, now that we have a sword, we get access to 2 new crafts. Lustrous Slash, which has a high % chance to unbalance, can impede, and the opponent cannot guard or counter. And then we have Flame Impact, which again is another unblockable attack, but has way more power, 60% chance to unbalance, and 50% chance to cause burn. And it is very much possible to cause burn to the enemies here, so 50% is 50%. But again, we're not gonna do that. Also, I purposely left out something else that the partner can do, because I will show you this turn.
Okay.
You see, partners can do 3 things. One is using EX arts. The other one is using Spirit, which consumes 400 EP from the 1000 Valimar comes with to heal 50% HP and 30 craft points. And the third command that they can use is Charge, which uses their turn to fully heal Valimar's EP. So technically speaking, unless the enemy is way too powerful for us, we have a very easy and abusable supply of health. So yeah, now have fun, you're pretty much immortal. In this fight, you basically cannot lose unless you dick around like an idiot. Okay, so again, I'm actually gonna show you what the others can do. First, I'm gonna use Machias.
No problem.
He comes with a Geoquake, which is the Earth version of the damage art, and Burst Drive, which, well, Burst Drive is Burst Drive, so it makes Valimar act in the next turn immediately. Then we have Elliot, which has Aqua Matter, the water art, and Resounding Beat, which compared to the original version only gives us a 10% HP regeneration, no extra defense. And that's actually good, because otherwise we would be pretty much unkillable. I'm gonna stick with
Sorry,
Fee.
can you handle this?
Will do.
But I will swap out in case I need it. For now, let's just give Valimar 50% extra speed. Also, I want that Draken out of here.
Gotcha!
And now that we have the sword, at 3 bravery points we have a new finisher that I will show you right now.
Let's go! My sword will cleave open the way! Like domination!
That's it.
Damn.
Just a little more. My turn.
Another one. Just give it up already. Let's try out Flame Impact.
Burn to ash. Let's go. Gotcha.
And the Sword Draken is down.
Okay. Just one more.
Now we have the Gun Draken. This one has different weaknesses. First off, while it's in the attack stance, the weakness is the body, and it's a 4-star, so it's a safe hit. But during the idle stance, the weakness is the head, but keep in mind that he's only a 3-star out of 4, so it's a 75% chance to unbalance. So for now I'm actually gonna use Spirit to heal up a little bit. During the next turn that Fee will get, I'm gonna use her to use Charge. For now, just use Luster Slash to impede it, because since I know I cannot die here, I like to just dick around with the enemies.
Okay. Charging him up.
It's basically more fun this way, especially since I know I can win. And so I can afford to be a little reckless like that. Would you please stop using that? Just gonna cancel you infinitely. Well, infinitely, as long as I have craft points.
Gotcha.
It's working. Okay. Keep it up.
You're just making it so much easier for me. Alright, let's try out Gale Raid and see how much damage it does. Damn! It's actually more than I remembered.
Gotcha.
You're making this so easy for me.
I'll handle it.
Okay, here I'm actually gonna take a hit. Just gonna use Sonic Burst, because I do want to finish this guy with the finisher if I can. What did I say the weakness was? The body. Yeah, the body.
Now, gotcha. Time.
That's it. Just a little more.
Maybe I overdid it. Oh no, when you deal the final blow in the Divine Knight fight, it automatically gives you the chance to use the finisher.
You didn't do half bad that time.
And at the end of the fight, you and the partner that, or rather Rin and the partner that has during the final blow get 100 Link experience. Not much, but hey, it's better than nothing. And with that, we're done with the bosses of Acton 1-1. Boy, that was a stressful one. Especially the Xeno and Leo fight. That was very stressful indeed.
This can't be happening! How can it be this strong?
Well, what's it to be? We can do this all day if you're still not ready to give up.
Yo, Rain!
He's got this.
That he does. He's turned this whole situation around.
Sir, this battle isn't over yet. We still have the advantage in numbers. If we can surround him, victory will be ours. Enough! What?
That voice sounds very familiar. And threatening. For whom, I wonder?
That sounds like... You're kidding me!
Dad?
The 4th Armored Division? How are they here? They're supposed to be dealing with the force from the Transcontinental Railroad! Bah! Nothing more than a small diversion!
Well, figures the guy wouldn't fall for it.
And I suggest you turn and run off with your tails between your legs if you don't want to share their fate. Unless you men think you can handle the might of the 4th Armored Division! Curse you, Craig! Fine. If that's how you want to play, we'll just have to call. Are you alright, sir?
He got sniped in the head. No, he's not alright.
A sniper? Where are they?
What just happened? Who the...
I've taken out the commander's sensor.
Claire, I missed you so much.
What's the situation with Zephyr?
Also, that's a big-ass rifle. Where can I get one? I want that for my sniper rifle collection. Not that I have a sniper rifle collection. Moving on.
Both are standing by at 5 o'clock. No signs of movement.
Acknowledged. Ignore them for now. Focus your attention on the highway instead.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's the observer?
If she can aim that precisely from that far away, we're likely in her sights too. The Icy Maiden has certainly earned her reputation.
Wouldn't want to try my luck against her. Not right now, anyway. Not much we can do while she's all the way over there. Besides, I think it's about time we called it a day. We're taking off, Fee. See you some other time, okay?
Be sure to keep up with your training. You'll need it if you want to make it through this war unscathed.
Well, glad to know that I won't have to fight those two again for a little while.
Who do those damn Jaegers think they are to retreat without orders?
Well, I don't think they get orders from you.
All units, fall back! We're returning to the Twin Dragons Bridge! Yes, sir!
Yeah, run with your tail between little legs.
Phew. Looks like we're safe now.
Hey, nice work out there. Whew. I felt uncomfortably close to death 1 or 4 too many times.
At least it's all over with now.
Dad! Thank goodness you're all right!
Elliot!
That's the famous Craig the Red, huh? Looks like the real model of a scary-ass military officer. About that.
Yeah, about that.
That's what everyone thinks at first.
Oh! My beloved gift from Adios! Why did you talk? Come here into your father's loving embrace!
No way, Dad! I mean, I'm glad you haven't changed, but... Dad!
Nonsense! You were raised in my arms, my boy! What's another 2 or 3 minutes more? I can tell you've lost some weight, but you're otherwise as fit as your fiddles. Oh, it's so good to see you again.
You too. seriously hurting me now. At least loosen your grip some.
That thing I said earlier, I take it back.
Yep. Now you know.
Yeah, everyone reacts like that.
Elliot seems really happy, though.
Yeah, it's great to see them together again.
I'm pleased to see that everything went well.
I thought it was you.
Looks like you're from the Railway Military Police. Then you must be...
It's a pleasure to see you again, Captain.
Likewise. And yes, sir. I'm Captain Claire Revelt of the RMP. It sounds as though we have plenty to discuss, perhaps in a more fitting location. Follow me, if you would.
Fourth Armored Division temporary base, huh? Well, with Garrelia Fortress down, I guess that makes sense. To have a temporary base like this one.
I'd like to begin by congratulating you on making it all the way here. I'm overjoyed to see you all again.
The same to you, Captain.
I had no idea what had happened to you after Heimdall's occupation. It's a huge relief to see you made it out okay.
Funny. I was just as concerned for all of you. As for you, I believe it's the first time we've had the pleasure of meeting? You're Toval Rondinor of the Bracer Guild, yes? One of Sarah's co-workers.
Wow, you've actually heard of me? Though, to tell you the truth, I've heard more than my fair share of stories about you from Sarah, too.
Kinda surprising to see you with the 4th Armored Division.
She got in touch with us soon after the war broke out, in fact. She then mobilized the RMP to guide us to this proving ground so that we could establish a base. We wouldn't be here now if not for her.
Wow, really?
I see your ability to make good, quick judgments is still intact.
Reorganizing the divided divisions was of the utmost importance. I simply did what I had to do. I was concerned about His Excellency and what was happening in the capital. But he always told me to act objectively in times of crisis.
Oh.
My apologies, Captain.
I'd almost forgotten that she was right there in the capital when her boss was assassinated. And by none other than Crow.
Oh, yeah. Where's Instructor Neidhart anyway? I thought he would be here with you, Dad.
He hasn't been back to this division, no. We had no idea whatsoever of his whereabouts until a few days ago. But then he was finally able to get in contact and inform us that he was well.
That's good news.
Either way, it sounds like you can't be too careful. This base is held so far, but there's no guarantee that'll always be the case.
I wish I could deny that. The Noble Alliance is starting to put more and more resources into trying to finish us off. We know how to deal with their soldats, which evens the odds, but we're at a disadvantage when it comes to supplies.
True. This isn't the best location for getting outside help. The longer the war goes on, the harder it's gonna be to hold out.
That said, we have no intention of giving up without a fight. Our enemies have occupied the capital and effectively taken the citizens, as well as the Imperial family, hostage. Even should the goddess forgive them, I damn well won't!
You don't need to yell quite that loudly. Besides, I don't think you'll find many who are willing to forgive them. Although if anything, I'm just worried about how Fiona's doing.
Yeah, I'm worried about Dad too.
I'm afraid I don't yet have any specific information regarding Heimdall's current situation. With control of the railways taken from us, we're limited on what we can actually do, I'm afraid.
Sounds frustrating.
Regardless, it's my turn to ask all of you something. Bearing all of what we've just discussed in mind, what do you intend to do from here on out?
Well...
Good question.
You don't have the raw power that the Alliance or the Imperial armies got, but you've still got a pretty significant weapon at your disposal, and one that neither side can afford to ignore. You need to think long and hard about how you intend to use it.
Oh, I agree completely. Valamar's power is incredible. That much is definitely true. These past few days have left me with no choice but to accept what I have.
He can take on multiple soul dots at once and still come out on top. If used the right way, he could maybe even change the direction of this war.
Keep in mind, it's all dependent on the strength of his Awakener.
I hate to toss aside the subject of war so frivolously, but we also need to find some way to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen. If we focus on that, it makes perfect sense for us to support the Imperial Army and fight against the Noble Alliance. But...
Lieutenant General, I'm afraid that we can't answer your question at the present time. At the very least, not until we've heard everyone's opinion.
Oh?
We hate what the Alliance is doing as much as you do. So in that sense, we want to do what we can to help you fight against them. But I don't think it would be right for just the four of us to decide without everyone else's input.
Yep. We need to find everyone else before making such a major decision. We make our decisions together. That's how we roll.
For now, we solely want to put our focus on finding the rest of our classmates. Then, and only then, will we decide how best to approach this war, and what we as a class can do to help end it.
I see.
Once a member of Class 7, always a member of Class 7. Can't say I'm all that surprised.
Very well. You may have been separated from Thors, but you still have every bit the spirit of a student. And it is the duty of students to absorb the world around them. Go forth, and when you're all together once again, find your role to play. Only then will I hear your answer.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Dad.
I apologize for not being able to give you a better and more immediate answer.
Not at all. What you said was perfectly reasonable, Reen. You'll hear no objections from me. Whatever path you choose, I hope you see it through to the end, with all the inner strength and conviction of a son of Erebonia. That said, I'm conflicted about sending my dear Elliot away without proper protection.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Should I send a company of troops with him? No, that might not be enough. He needs airships as well.
Come on, do you really think of him as someone to be sheltered that much? Oh god.
Dad, stop. This is so embarrassing.
He really is the most doting father I've ever seen.
I bet 100 Mira the war would be over in no time flat if the Alliance ever tried to kidnap Elliot.
That would be an interesting prospect, in fact. Hey Elliot, try to get kidnapped, see what that's gonna bring. Complete and utter chaos that's gonna be. I think the reaction would be something along the likes of the Doomslayer killing demons in the Doom series. Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, in that case, how would you like me to accompany you?
Really now? Huh. Can I really say no to that offer? Welcome to the team.
You, Captain?
Are you sure?
Yes, of course she's sure. Why would she ask otherwise?
You're currently using Ymir as your base of operations, correct? Not only could I use my knowledge to better fortify it, I could also handle communications with other regions from there. This could be a good chance to reach out and find Milliam as well. I haven't been able to contact her since the war broke out.
Oh. Works for me. To be blunt, Ymir's borders are wide open, and the Alliance could take advantage of that at any time. We can't have another incident like with the Jaegers. Bringing her back just might be our best defense right now.
I hate to admit it, but you're right. There's a limit to how much we can do. At the end of the day, we're students. We need to swallow our pride and take help where it's given, especially from specialists like the two of you. And more important than all of that, I know we can trust you.
You're right.
Exactly.
Captain Claire, we'd be honored to accept your kind offer. Welcome to the team.
The pleasure's all mine. In addition to my duties as a member of the RMP, I hereby pledge my support to everyone in Class 7.
Welcome to the team. I'm gonna love your stay. I mean, you're going to enjoy your stay, I promise. I promise there is no bias towards Claire. But you'll see why I think so highly of her later down the line. Captain Claire joined the party. Can we see her stats yet? No. That's gonna have to wait for the next episode, I think. Irene and Claire can use overdrive together. That's a given. Oh, really? There are Thor students at the camp. Alright then, you thought the video would be over by now, but no. I'm going to end this day, and then I'm going to end the episode. So, like Elliot said, there are a couple of students from Thor's around here, but there are also a few more things that we can do. So, let's do them in order. First thing, we want to go to the resting area up north, right here. Fastest way is through the middle. Oh, let me through already. And we have to talk to this guy, I think it was. And he gives us the Gambler Jack 2 Chapter 2 book. I should have every book for now. Yeah. After that, we can start talking to the students of Thor's. The first one being in the general store, straight in... well, almost straight in front of us. There she is. Hello, Monica. I remember about you. You're Laura's friend from the swimming club. Like I said, why do I even talk? What's the point? No, it's gonna be a while until we find her, unfortunately. Whoops, spoiler, I guess. I mean, I don't really remember if I'm meeting her in Act 1, 2, or 1, 3. It depends what area we're gonna get through first. If it is Nord, then we're probably not gonna find her. If it is Legram, then I guess we're going to find her. It only makes sense for Laura to be in Legram instead of Nord. Anyway, with that done, you go out and take a right here, and we can talk to the second student. Monk, the radio enthusiast. I mean, in wartime, I wouldn't expect anything less. Damn, talk about dedication. Okay, now that we've talked to both, consider this. It says character profile updated, but we just got their names into the notebook. We didn't get page 1 of their profile. Okay, so now that we've done that, we did everything we could have. So before ending this episode, first I'm gonna drop a save because God forbids if I'm gonna do that Xeno and Leo boss fight again. So yeah. Can I see Claire? No, I can't. We're gonna see her later. So now you can go straight to Valimar and you can go home. I'm gonna see this last bit, and then once we get back to Ymir, I'm gonna end the episode. Let's just wait here.
Sorry to keep you waiting for so long.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh.
You're not in uniform.
I'd be something of a walking target if we were to travel to any Alliance-ruled areas dressed like that, after all. This outfit doesn't look too strange on me, does it?
No. If anything, it actually looks beautiful on you. I mean, I knew she looked good with the uniform, but without? Oh boy. She's not my favorite girl of the game, but she can definitely cut it close.
No, absolutely not.
You just look so different in it that it took me a moment to recognize it was you.
Yeah, it really suits you.
Thank you very much.
Feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers all of a sudden.
Well, let's just drop the facade. This is the reason why I was making all of those, I was saying all those lines before. That was the same reaction that Reed, Marcus, and Elliot had. And Fee's comment was actually accurate. I mean, come on, you can't have a pretty girl coming in and you pretty much are starting ogling around her. Come on. I mean, she's pretty and everything. I'm man enough to admit it, but come on, try not to be a creeps about it.
Can't blame a guy for falling for a pretty girl, Fee. It's what we do.
I think this is one mystery about humans I'm content not trying to get my head around.
You're all ready to depart then?
Dad!
I've given my subordinates their orders. They will be backing you up as best they can in my absence. Should you need anything, let them know. They will be able to get in contact with me if need be.
Very well. Leave everything here to us. In return, I will be counting on you to support the young lions of the Academy.
I will, sir.
Elliot, I'm astounded by just how much stronger you've become in less than a year. You might not appreciate me saying this, but everything you've done has just confirmed in my mind that sending you to Thor's was the right choice after all.
Well, it's actually not wrong.
Honestly, Dad, I feel the same way. It wasn't what I wanted to do originally, but if not for enrolling there, I never would have met all of my friends. So while I couldn't imagine I'd ever feel this way at the time, I'm really grateful to you now.
I'm glad to hear that. Looking at you now, it's clear that you're finally ready to forge your own path through life and make your own choices. As such, once this war is over and this nation is back to the way it was, if you still wish to live your life as a musician, you will have my full support.
You'd actually allow that?
I'm true to my word. You needn't rush to decide what you want to do now, though. I imagine that if you keep fighting alongside your classmates, you will eventually realize what you want to do. And a choice reached after long, serious thought is not one you will regret.
Huh. Thanks, Dad. To tell you the truth, I'm really not sure what I want to do anymore. But by this war's end, I'm sure I'll know too.
That's my boy. Well, I wish all of you luck and good health. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Bye then.
The best to you too, sir.
Take care, Dad.
And off we go. Will we see them again? Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, it would be very distressing, but the chances of that happening are slim at best, knowing Crow anyway. Well, good night, Valimor. Woo! That was a long day. That was a very long day indeed. By the way, the next video is going to be shorter. I'm just going to spoil it right now. Rin, stop and think. When you think about it, doing always something is more deleterious than anything. Plus, we need to wait until Valimar recovers some mana, so might as well. Oh no, bonding points. We're at it again. On days off, you can view bonding events with Rin classmates and other support members. These events require bonding points. Viewing a character's bonding event raises the link level between Rin and that character by 500 points, I may add. You only get a limited number of bonding points during your rest days, so you have to pick and choose the ones that you want to do. They're marked with a yellow exclamation point, and you can see them on the map. However, I'll tell you which ones are pretty much mandatory to watch if you're aiming to 100% completion, although like in the first game you need 2 playthroughs to actually get all the character profiles anyway, so I'm just going to point them out, then what you do is up to you. And by going back to Rin's room, we're going to end the free day. However, this small intermission we're going to continue in the next episode, so join me next time as we're going through a day of R&R. This has been Bahama Raven, and I will see you soon with the next video. Bye bye!